What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest of cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? So welcome to Tuesday's episode. So Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursday's Ask CISSP, and then Friday's everything else, movies, books, games, and all that cool stuff. But without further ado, I'll give it to Shannon.
All right, everybody. This article comes from thehackernews.com and one of our favorite authors, right? Get a lot from Ravi Lakshmanan. And the title of this one is Discord Invite Link Hijacking Delivers Async Rat and Skull Stealer Targeting Crypto Wallets, right? So this one should grab a lot of people's attention, right? Because it seems like everybody's into the crypto now, right? But there's a malware campaign that's out there exploiting weaknesses in Discord's invitation system. And what it is they are reusing old unique Discord invites that people have created. And because of the old ones and the way that they're able to use them, they're able to put this remote access Trojan in these invites, right? And it's a little weird, right? Because when you read on about how they do it, it should cause alarm by as much as you have to go through to make it work, right? Like when you click on this link, the other stuff you have to do, like you have to go on and then you have to you have to hit this verify thing and then you have to copy paste this PowerShell script. And it's like, wait a minute, this seems like a lot to go through to just go through this Discord. Like now I'll tell you, I don't use Discord. If that is the norm, then I'm wrong on this, right? But like just reading it, I'm like, there's no way it should be this much going into it. And it should raise some red flags to where you're like, all of a sudden, all right, I think I want to stop with this, right? Like this does not seem like the way go about doing this, right? But again, I am ignorant to how Discord works, right? So like I said, it could be the norm, right? But when it comes to like async rat and skull, like these are not even new things that are out there, right? Like these are things that have been going on for a few years now, to where the way that it's done is not exactly like I said, a new technology that people are like, oh, this is something that I don't know how this works, or how this is going to affect me, right? But again, not everybody's in the know about everything. So, but yeah, when you start getting into stealing people's crypto wallets or gaining access to people's crypto wallets, that's where you're going to run into where people are going to start paying attention, right? Because everybody it seems like in this day and age, has some type of investment in crypto somehow. Right. It's one of those things where you got those crypto millionaires that are out there, right? That, this will probably be one of the things where if they use Discord, they'll be like, all right, I'm off it altogether. Right. Like I'm trying to remember where I saw the article about I don't know if you guys have seen this, the guy that threw away the hard drive that had his crypto key on it.
Yeah, it comes up every year. He's still looking.
Yeah, still looking. It's years later, right? So like these guys are very serious about this. Now to his point, like when I saw the last article I want to say it's like $1 billion in crypto because he was like an early investor, right? So like,
yeah, it just keeps going up.
Yeah, because the price just keeps going up for it. He's trying to make it happen. But again, be careful out there, folks, right? Like if something looks or feels a little weird, go ahead and start questioning it and maybe back out and look into it a little bit more before you do it. Because like I said, all the stuff that you have to do. And the thing, what's weird about this is that because the Discord invites are legitimate invites that may have been sent already, right? So you may have seen it and been like, oh yeah, I did go to that already. But apparently, they're having another event or they're having another conversation or something like that. So you'll click on it again, knowing that it was legitimate before, but that's where they get you, right? So Ryan, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I barely use Discord. Like I'm just barely scratching the surface. I have 2 friends, right? Shout out to Mad Monique, and that's it. I just use it to talk to them, to catch up on, how they're doing. They've been friends of ours since Alaska, and they play games, right? So we hop on a game, we play it, but it's only when I play pretty much primarily PC games it extends to my Xbox, but I'm not using it to its full extent. My kids do though. They join Discord servers and things of that nature. So for me, this bleeds into kind of like a parent safety situation, right? Like internet safety. Like, hey, did you know like this? And their eyes probably going to gloss over when I start talking to them about it. But I'm just like, hey, if you get like basically like you said, like it's out of the norm. Like if you ever accepted a friend request on Xbox or PSN or something like that, it's fairly simple. Same thing with Discord, right? Somebody sends you an invite, or they send you their friend code, or so to speak, and say, hey, this is me. Can you connect? Or hey, this is our Discord server. Can you connect? Anything above and beyond, you're getting to the tinker phase, right? Because you can create bots and things of that nature. But like this just seems too much, too obscure. So it's either for people who are just not as in the know or for younger people. And since it's targeting crypto wallets, not specifically targeting kids. However, if you share a PC with your kids or you have their PC is connected to your network, then you need to sit there and engage with them and let them know like this is out of the norm. Do not do this. If you see this, this is weird, because then inadvertently they become your insider threat, right? Your kids do all this work to get this thing functioning, and then all of a sudden you're losing money out of your crypto wallet. Unless your kid's a savvy crypto investor, I don't know. But it seems as though this is targeted at adults, but it'd be a really easy vector to catch your children off guard and then set you up for failure.
But a lot of homes have the shared use computers though, right? Like I'm not going to sit here and assume that everybody has their own electronics in everyone's home, right? So the shared computer thing, I mean, like it's common in this day and age, you know what I mean? Like you have children that are not quite teens that you're like, okay, you're not ready to have your own equipment. You're just going to use this and I'm going to monitor you. Right? I can put restrictions on it, parental controls, things of that nature for when you're logging in under your account. But yeah, for sure. Like it's definitely in this day and age, you don't have to be the adult on there for it to happen. You bring up a great example in the shared use case you're talking about right there.
And then now you're like, I don't want to bash crypto because I have a couple coins. It's a hobby thing, right? Like there's some people, there's crypto millionaires out there or whatever. So I'm not trying to dog them, but for most of us, you already lost that money anyway, so you shouldn't be too heartbroken. unless you're like, oh boy, who's still excavating a landfill to get his Bitcoin.
He keeps getting denied. Like he keeps wanting to do like aerial drones and stuff like that. And they're like, no, I think it's Jersey. I think it's in New Jersey, I think is where it was. And they keep telling him, no, you can't do that. He's trying hard to try to find this hard drive, man.
It's like you have to think how much trash has been dumped on top of that thing. Like it's gone, man. I'm sorry. That sucks. But the chances of anyone finding that it's worse than a needle in a haystack. So he pretty much lost out. It's like the guy who bought a pizza with his Bitcoin. So like early on, he traded some Bitcoin for a pizza, and they did the math, and it was like millions of dollars that he gave away. But you just don't know, right? It's like a fluke. But here we are in the year of our Lord, 2025. And my kids tease me all the time. They're like, "How come you didn't get any Bitcoin?" I was like, honestly, I just didn't think about it. I could have been mining Bitcoin passively for years. Right when it first started out, I heard about it and I was like, "That's dumb." Now look at me.
But let's be honest though, right? Like that's the one that hit gold, right? The one that struck gold. I mean, there are others out there. I'm not saying that's not the case, right? And you can get in early on some of these that are like pennies, you know what I mean? And they could jump up to 20 cents or whatever, and then you're a millionaire, whatever it may be, right? But Bitcoin is it's the success story that everyone tries to say is the common thing, and it isn't. It just really is not.
Right, very true. But yeah, so we'll see how this works out. I would assume Discord's going to fix this ASAP, right? Because they're a pretty big business. They want to continue to keep the money flowing, and they're becoming not really a household brand, so to speak. But like even Xbox gave up on the chat and just gave it to Discord, right? Like either you go vibe directly through Xbox to Xbox, or if you want to do something that's a little bit more robust, right? So you can talk to your friends while they're playing a different game and cross-platform, then use Discord. But there was an Xbox solution. They folded. They're just like, man, it's too much work. Give it to Discord. So they're pretty big.
There was a point where I started seeing it a lot more in what do you call it? Signature blocks, like in the DoD. Like I started seeing.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, yep,
yeah. Strange times.
Yeah.
I never saw that. Yeah, so I assume they'll patch it out fairly soon. So we'll keep you posted if anything changes or if this makes headlines again. But continue to tune in throughout the week. So again, Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursdays Ask a CISSP, and then Fridays everything else. Movies, sports, games, and all that cool stuff. Hit up the websites, theothersideofthefirewall.com and ramcyber.com to reach us. And then to hit me up personally, I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. You can find me pretty much everywhere, but LinkedIn is where I'm most responsive. Stay safe. Stay secure.